Gotten the official finger from Dan Filato, not the middle one, the pointed one. That means we are on the air, the Artie Quitter podcast, special podcast here on a Sunday. And again, listen, Dan is already like stressed out about the Bears. What the fuck, dude? The Cubs just won. Enjoy it. God, the poor Anthony Rizzo family, if they knew about this. He's a scumbag. He's a scumbag.
Hey, it's nice to know that Jay Cutler voted for Donald Trump. That's all I want to know.
Yeah, well, Trump should be keeping that low. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady put Trump over the fucking hump. Did he win New Hampshire, Trump?
I think he did.
Yeah, well, that's why.
I'm not sure, though.
See, that's what I understand. These Hollywood elite guys like Bill Maher and everything, they say you're an idiot. Only retards. I mean, again, somebody who just made Trump had Bill Maher had on. Bill Maher was so sickening. All these late night guys were so sickening. Again, I'm not political. I'll give you the real about Donald Trump. How I feel. I joked around about everything. If there was a good Hillary joke to make, I made it. If there was a good Trump joke to make, I made it. I did an hour on Eric Trump goofing on Melania. I didn't shy away from the 2005 tape that erupted from the Stern Show, where I tell the joke and get Donald mad. I wanted people to see the temperament. I lobbied hard for people to see that temperament. I knew what Billy Bush knew. And who would know that me and Billy Bush have something in common? But Billy Bush is cowering. He's cowering. Trying to take his $8 million from Access Fruity Wood and leaving. He's going to the Bush family farm. He's going there Hyannisport. Kenny Bunkport. Is Kenny Bunkport the name of a guy, Kenny Bunkport? No?
No.
It's named after Kenny Bunkport? Because I knew Tony Bunkport. I knew Tony Bunkport, and he had one dream. One dream. I used to go to school with him in the grammar school. Him and his father, Shecky Bunkport. He had one dream, to build a New England town where the elite could come and yacht. And it's too big of a coincidence that there happened to be a place called Kenny Bunkport. Because I knew he had an Uncle Kenny. And Uncle Kenny had a lazy eye. But people thought he was stupid, much like the Bill Cosby eye. The eye Bill Cosby got from watching, keeping one eye on the door while he was raping a girl. Now, of course, that's my theory. Voted best line this year on TMZ, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, when you're up against Tiffany Amber Thiessen and David Faustino, I think you have a good chance. Not a lot of the Albert Brooks is submitting lines. TMZ, I got Albert Brooks, Harry. Henry or Harry Levin? Harry, right? Harry Levin?
Harvey.
Sorry, and Harvey's been very good to me. I apologize to you and your partner. Is he married to a guy? What do you hear?
I think he is.
What do you hear at the meetings? Yes, as a matter of fact, my partner. Here's my partner, Alan. Yeah. Alan, were we at that wedding? We had so many weddings that year. If you saw 2007, if you see a lot of Massachusetts trips, Are we going to Boston again, Alan? I hope you're getting married. I want to see the changing of the leaves. I want to see the changing of the sexualities. I go to Massachusetts to watch the changing of the sexuality. Another friend is changing his sexuality. By the way, at the fucking comedy show the other night, this fucking hot chick looked like Naomi Campbell. Says, "Hi, Art." And he goes, "Do I know you?" He goes, "I used to serve you here all the time." And I go, "Are you kidding me?" And it was Van Jones. No. It was a guy, this black kid used to wait there. I said, "Yeah." I go, "Dude, you look like Naomi Campbell. You sound like Earl Campbell."
Wow.
You look like a supermodel, and you sound like the guy who rushed for 1,800 yards in 1978. I don't get that joke, Artie. He sounded like the Potemkin woman. "Thank you, Potemkin. Thank you for the new Fleetwood broom. The new model, the silver. I went with the silver and fire engine red leather. Yes. Ring the bell. Let the fire be known. The new Fleetwood broom's in town. Put this smoke out. Put this fire out. Where there's beautiful car smoke, there's beautiful car fire. And that fire is rushing through my crotch right now. Yeah, and he looked like Naomi Campbell, so a lot of this is going on. Yeah.
Now, did the Comedy Cellar pay for the operation? Did he get health insurance benefits there?
I got news for you. The Comedy Cellar could pay for the operation with one Tuesday night receipts. A Tuesday night at the Comedy Cellar pays for 3 transgender operations.
A Juskow NFL show?
You could turn 5 Bruces into 5 Caitlins. No, Juskow show, they lose money. The Juskow show, which my third one's coming up again. He has the audacity, Juskow, to go, God, these are going great. We're doing such a good job. No, Dave. No, Dave, here's what's happening. If I don't show up, it's the worst show ever. Someone has to put a stop to your slideshow. He's delusional.
Yeah, because if you listen to his podcast, it's the other way around.
Well, no, David Juskow lives in a bubble. And in that bubble, he has the biggest stage show in the world, and he comments on it on the biggest podcast in the world. He's the Howard Stern and the producers when they first came out to St. James. It's unbelievable the world he's living in. In other words, he makes me get there at 6:30. Oh, you have to get there. Have to get there. And I get there at 6:30. And I'm watching him do a slideshow, and the crowd is looking at each other like, it's $14 for a Bud Light. We're watching a guy show pictures of his niece's christening. It's him at the Giant game. Here I am, like, this is the Dallas game. That's my cousin. Oh, we were so wasted here. I'm like, is he fucking kidding me? When is Alan Funt gonna come and beat the shit out of Ashton Kutcher and say, "You're on punked camera"?
He knows that the Giant game photos didn't go over well the last time. He told me that. He said, listen, they didn't get the big laughs that I thought they would.
In what world does that get big laughs? In his head. I think he's starting to lose it. But, so yeah, and then he goes on and says, you know what my bet was? I started giving people their money back. On stage. I said, how much did you have? How much did you have? I said, I couldn't believe it. I dropped a C-note on each couple. It cost me $300 for the bid. I didn't have the heart to ask for the money back. And only one couple offered the money back. I said, guys, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Well, there was something, the 2 couples that didn't give me the money back had something in common. I'm not going to say what that thing was. Let's just say that they might have been a Red Lobster for lunch. Yeah. There's a whole big thing. I don't know if the stereotype, whether or not black people don't tip well or not. I don't know. I don't like stereotypes. I don't know if that's true. What I do know to be true is this. In 1986, my buddy Jay Malzinski and my buddy Mike DiGiacchino got waiter jobs at the new Red Lobster on Route 22 in Union. They worked Mother's Day, which is the single biggest restaurant day on the planet. Everybody goes out. They worked a 17-hour shift on Mother's Day. They both made $21.
Oh, God.
So you take those numbers, put them in your head, and you figure out the equation. You figure out what stereotype's true. The people that don't think the stereotype's true are the same people that produce burglar alarm commercials. The new one is, okay, there's a new type of thing where they put a camera on no matter where you are in the world. If someone knocks on your door, you can see the person, and you answer them as if you're in the house.
Yes.
No, I'm in the shower with my state trooper husband. We're washing his gun. Okay, that's what you say, and the people leave. So 5 separate burglars come to the house. Every single one of them is the whitest people you've ever seen. They look like Tony Burton's kids. They're albino. They don't want anybody to buy. They didn't hire somebody with a tan. The political correctness is insane. After you go through 4 lily white burglars, maybe the 5th one could, have a little bit of a sunburn. Jesus. I mean, somebody watching these naive rich fucks who live in sheltered lives, they watch that and they think, oh, yeah, they're not opening the door for white people. But then they see a black guy. Oh, this guy's fine. And they, in the commercials, there's no black people don't rob houses. Look at the commercials. And he opens the door for Willie Horton.
Oh, God.
I'm not explaining that to you millennials. As if a lot listen. Google Willie Horton. I'm not fucking explaining it to you. But you get there 6:30 for just and Dan saw this in action. People Dan gets all stressed when I have to be somewhere.
That's for sure,
including court. And like, you got to get there. I'm like, Dan, calm down. I've been in this business forever. I did Jay Okerson's show, of course, at the bitter end. The show he has for CISO, the digital network for NBC. I did it at the bitter end where I played before. Third time I ever did stand up. 1987 was at the bitter end. They had a contest on a radio station. 10 people did stand up. I came in 6th, which was the best I had done to that point. I figured 4 people suck at this worse than me, and I kept coming back. But Jay's got a good deal going on. A show that I believe I created with David Tell. So we get a African American host, and we have them go in the audience, and they get information, and while they're doing that, we sort of bust their chops from the stage, and that's the exact premise.
Looked familiar to me.
Jay Okerson, well, no, Jay, I'm not busting balls. Jay is as good as it gets with the crowd work, and he's, I've known Jay a long time, and when Jay first burst on the scene, I saw him at Caroline's opening for Kim Hines, the chick from one of those black shows. She guest starred on Man TV a couple times. Whatever the fuck, fat chick, and she does stand up, horrendous stand up. And Jay was like opening for her at Caroline's, and I did a feature spot, and I watched Jay's set, and he was a kid from Philly, great stage presence. You could tell he had great timing, but he was suffering from. He was one of these Attell disciples, I call them, where he was such a fan of David Attell. And not like I was a fan, but I was also a peer. We came up at the same time, not a peer in talent, but age. And so I didn't have that thing. I stayed in my own style. But there were younger kids, the next generation, which Jay was a part of. Jay's probably about 12 years younger than me. That's the exact time where a lot of people came up and they would see Attell, and he was so good, and they didn't realize that they were listening to his tapes. They started doing a David Attell impression, and Attell. Had that thing that he sort of created on stage that became hacky. So many people did, like the sarcasm, like ha 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 ha. Replace that with funny words. And he did. I said, my God, this kid could be very funny, I bet, but he's someone close to him, like I don't know, an agent, should say, look, you're doing a David Tell impression. You're not going to get away with. You're not going to. You may get work on the road, but you're not going to be successful. You can't go to the next level like that. And at some point, this is years ago, man. I'm talking 15 years ago, probably. At some point, Jay made a transition, and he did it through hard work and talent, of course, that was inside him. And I then saw him at the Comedy Cellar about 5-6 years ago. And me and Tal and sometimes Dave Ross do this thing where at the end of each night, we go on stage together, and we roast the crowd, we roast each other. And, Will or Artie Fuqua, they're in the audience, and that's, what this show is that Jay's doing. And Jay was very much, involved with that, too. So he probably created it. I'm busting chops. What I'm saying, he would follow me in a tell. Again, I've been around a long time. People know me. The only reason it would be hard for a comedian to follow me is maybe I'm a little more famous. But Attell, it's very hard to follow Attell. So it's me and Dave, two older statesmen, been playing that place a long time. The audience knows. We get off stage sometimes at 3 o'clock in the morning. And Attell said, we got to get off. I said, I know it's late. He goes, no, there's another act. I go, who? Who's going to follow this? And he goes, Okerson. I go, wow. First of all, what balls? Second of all, confidence. And third of all, I watched him, and he destroyed. Not an ounce of fear, and destroyed by fucking with the audience. And I said, man, he has jumped leaps and bounds as a comic. You can't do it if you don't have the talent, but you also have to have the balls and the risk to fail. Going on after me and Attell and Jeff Ross sometimes, the three of us. After we do an hour of busting the crowd's chops, it's 3 a.m. on like a Wednesday. A lot of drunk people. To go on after that is risking failure, and then the way he nailed it that was so impressive. So I was happy to be asked to join Jay to do. He sold that show basically, and he got Will and Fuqua and every great comic working today. I know Quinn did it, and Attell did it. Barry Crimmins, legendary Boston area guy, was there the other day, and I did it with Barry and a bunch of really good comics. The great Joe DeRosa, and Will was my audience guy, as we're calling it. Will was my jockey. And it did look like a scared straight thing. Will Savins is an African-American gentleman, and he dresses like he's in prison. He was, everybody was white in the audience. And they looked like maybe suburban criminals. You know, kids who sold weed at the rich high school. And Will is walking around, and it did. I thought I was trying to offend people. I could have done the scared straight thing. There's that one guy in the first scared straight where he goes, "You think you're gonna mess around? It don't work like that in here." and we get to the point we don't want a vagina. We don't want a woman. We will jump over some cute woman just to get to the little white ass of your ass. Got right in the guy's face, and he basically said to the kid, "I'm gonna fuck you." And I did it to a fat older gentleman. And you know, that got some good laughs. And then I noticed the offensive faces going on. And we've had enough of this. The only thing fundamentally wrong with a show like that, when you're the fifth comic, and it's crowd work, everyone's got over the crowd.
Yeah.
So you have to be, I don't know, good. And they edit it. So, you know, I had to do 10 minutes and then 18 minutes, and I closed. It was a blast. And so look for that. I'll give it a plug. It's called, what's the name of the show? Ed Okerson.
Yeah.
I watched a couple of Jay's sets. He's hilarious. He's amazing. And we had Sal Vulcano from Impractical Jokers. He did great. Joe DeRosa is always great. And Will is amazing. This kid, Will Savins, I'm busting his chops. He's so fucking funny, man. Smart, great jokes, great delivery, and a good presence on stage. He's a great MC. So, you know, that's one of the shows. But yeah, I think you get 4 or 5 comics for each episode, or 2 or 3, whatever. And Jay hosts it, and he's great. So it's on CISO.
What's your effing deal?
What's your fucking deal? Yeah, what's your fucking deal? And again, they can say that's on a digital network. NBC's digital network is called CISO. Dorfman got me a big meeting with them. Said they were big fans. I walked in and the guy said, "Oh, are the cables out?" I said, "No." The guy said, "Rick, are you handling plumbers now?" I felt very important. Then I showed him some stuff Artie fan clips put together. Guy was looking at his iWatch. Do we have a lunch? So, thank you, Rick. If something comes with that deal, Rick, 10% is yours. It's great having a manager where on my podcast I could talk shit about him because I know he'll never hear it.
Exactly.
If I want Rick never to hear something, I'll say it on something I do. If I want Rick to hear me do something, I'll say it when I'm a guest on the We Fucked Every Guy in the Podcast Business. What's the name of it?
Guys I've...
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Guys I've...
Guys I Fucked?
Yeah.
What's the name of it? What's the title?
I think it's Guys We Fucked or something like that.
Well, we have that on. Just make sure he isolates you saying that. I got you to say Guys We Fucked. That's great. Guys We Fucked. Flipping.
Oh, you know what? I was not recording. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Flipping just isolate that. Dad, if you cut that out, you're fired. So, guy. Anyway, what's your fucking... Anyway, what was my call time? 9 o'clock, right?
Yes.
Right? When did I go on stage? Remember? I looked at my watch.
11:30ish, I think it was.
11:42. 2 hours and 42 minutes. You could have played a Super Bowl. You could have played a Super Bowl with Madonna bringing the gay back to the halftime show. When Madonna brought the gay back to the halftime show, I mean, she brought the gay to the halftime show. At first, I was one of these ne'er-do-well homophobes who didn't want to see it, but god damn it, she won me over that night. We were at the game when Madonna brought gay to the halftime show. It was the Patriots and Giants. And quite frankly, a couple of guys playing in the secondary for the Patriots, they brought gay to it. But no, man, I third row, man. It had been a long time since I seen a football game with those good seats. God, the hits. I can't believe these people are alive. The Patriots have a gook who's the secondary. What's his name? Chung. Connie Chung, isn't he? Maury Povich's wife is the secondary. No, is it a receiver Chung or a secondary guy?
I don't know anything about the Patriots.
Yeah, whatever. You should know they won fucking 5-4. So no, he hit one of the guys on the Giants. Man, payback for Nam. Payback for the Badon Death March. I apologize to my friend George Takei, who is a wonderful man, who I'm hoping to get back on the podcast, by the way. That'll be stern news. I reached out for George. I reached out for his pussy like Donald Trump.
God.
I bought George furniture. I made a move on him. I moved on George, actually. Yeah. That's the creepiest part about the Trump tape. I moved on her. Oh, it sounds like a human chess game. And Billy Bush, yeah, you moved on her? What does that mean, Donald? You know what you do with cock? I did it with pussy. Oh, you're so funny, Donald. I feel like one of the guys. You're not. Trump is in that conversation, like has him on a leash. He's real quiet. Like the confidence is oozing out. And I get having to know a President-elect Trump, who I do know. I've golfed with him. I've golfed with our President-elect. That makes me President-erect.
You're in the inner circle.
I better be. I was going to be Chris Christie's body double. But now he's out. Boy, the Machiavellian, whatever you call it, they are stirring.
Right.
Trump is kicking him to the curb. Trump used whatever, he wrung him the fuck out. And Christie's a vindictive fucking mafia don. You better watch it. We killed one president. Watch it, Trump. We killed one of you. Those fucking, the guy in the grassy knoll came with the rifles through Montreal. I know the whole story. You know the whole story about New Orleans, Marcello? Yeah, we know it. Watch the documentaries. Ted Cruz's father was, Trump says Ted Cruz's father was the other gunman in the grassy knoll. And I believe our president-elect. I asked Melania, and she said, yes, that's true. I know Ted Cruz, the filthy, arrogant immigrant. I know he bad man. His father was Lee Harvey Oswald. Helper. Oh, I'm sorry. It says helper on next page. I not say he was Lee Harvey Oswald. Lee Harvey Oswald was Lee Harvey Oswald. Ted Cruz's father was Ted Cruz's father. And he, in Grassy Knoll, he shoot Kennedy in face. The scumbag Bragruder not film. Because he in pocket of liberal media. This is my speech. Michelle Obama, are you goofing on me? I don't know if Michelle Obama goofs on her, writes a stupid speech. Yeah, this is you going high, okay? This me go high? Yes, this you go high. Oh, don't change word. What colored girl write? Okay? You stupid, arrogant speechwriter. Don't change word. Well, listen, I know you like Michelle, but some of these, it's weird. It's almost like she's doing this on purpose. Like, shut up. You fired. My husband, not only person fire. Understand? Did fire come? She has a fire alarm. Is fire here? Is my 130 here? Okay. Michelle's speech. Michelle goofs on it. Barack, it's Michelle. Yeah. Operation speech shit. Operation shitty speech is in effect. The cat's in the bag and the bag's in the river. Great. How are you doing? I'm with the president-elect right now. I'm showing him the Lincoln room. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Oh, good. Right now, outside the Trump Tower, we're lighting a bag of dog shit on fire. You see the Obama daughters light a bag of dog shit outside the Trump Tower at midnight. Donald, are you there? He comes down in a robe. What happened, Donald? Stay there, Melania. I'll do this. Oh, there's a bag on fire outside. Put it out. Put it out with Bruno Mali's shoe. I'll put it out. God damn it. Is it dog shit again? They got us again, Melania. Outside the Trump Tower. The night before. And you see the two Obama daughters like high-fiving. Yeah. Asshole.
And it's better because the dog shit is the dog that Ted Kennedy gave them.
Yeah. That's right. Is that true?
Yeah, he gave them those Portuguese. I think they have two. It's one or two. Gave them the Portuguese water dog.
Dan bringing comedy to a screeching halt. Ted Kennedy dog. What do you get, a dog newsletter or something?
No, it was a big deal.
No, it wasn't. I don't know it. Was it a Brussels Griffon? Did you get that in Brussels Griffon fucking illustrated? I showed it popular Brussels Griffons. I read it. Popular problem. I read it. Is this the Obama daughters? It's Ted Kennedy. Ted Kennedy. The one who drowned that woman? Yeah, right. Daddy said you drowned. Whatever, let's move on. Your father's a filthy liar. When he said you didn't drown, I go, no, let's move on. You two are very arrogant daughters. You know how much me and my family fought for you to, you're in the goddamn White House. I was supposed to be in the goddamn White House. We were at Selma with that Martin Luther King motherfucker. You know how much pussy I got, Martin Luther King? And you're being arrogant to me. You're colored teenagers.
Oh, God.
I mean, teenagers who are women of color. I mean, whatever. You sound racist, Uncle Ted. Shut up. I'm your Uncle Ted. Are you the one from Thanksgiving with the enormous head? Yes. By the way, you make a good slow gin fizz. What's your name, Akula? What are the names? What are the names then? The Barack daughters?
Oh, Melania.
Not Melania. You fucking idiot.
Malia.
What?
Sasha and Malia.
Wait, is your name Melania? Holy shit. No, Sasha. You mean like Borat? Like Borat? That motherfucker, he's got one coming. He got my chief of staff. Borat got my chief of staff to say racist shit. Now, Sasha, you make a hell of a Tom Collins. At Thanksgiving. Remember your Uncle Ted at Thanksgiving? Yeah, we took you out of the closet. No, shut up. The only thing that's in the closet is your sexuality. Excuse me. Your mother's got big arms, I'll tell you that. I haven't seen a cutter with big arms like that since we fixed the Sonny Liston fight.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she's got arms like Sonny Liston. Google it. No, not Sonny Pompulo. Sonny Liston. They're very different people. So, listen, I have a gift for you. It's a fucking dog. But quite frankly, you're pissing me off. Where is your father? I don't know. You don't know? Are you in the beast? The presidential limo? Who's your secret service contact? Biff. Biff is my guy. Hey, is Biff... Listen. Biff knows. I complain. I said some things I shouldn't have said about your phone. Biff knows those things. Can you put that Biff on the phone? Yeah. Mr. Senator. Hey, Biff, how are you? Good. How are you doing? Is everything? Yeah, that cleared up. But let's just remember. I used to talk about Senator Obama in the back of the Beast. Yeah, I know. I remember. You would have a Bushmills, right? And I said some things that wasn't. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying. Remember, I was at Hyannisport with a couple of my nephews. My one nephew had just raped that chick at O-Bar. And remember, I was distraught because Will Kennedy Smith. By the way, I said your middle name is Kennedy for the trial. Because that helps. Yeah, I'm here as a person. I'm a character witness. I'm his uncle who drowned a woman. Let me just say this. This defense attorney, this prosecutor is being very, very rude. He's bringing up stupid, irrelevant stuff for a rape trial. Like the fact that I may or may not have drowned a woman. I say drowning is not rape. When did drowning become rape? And you pointing out, Mr. Prosecutor, that drowning in some circles is worse than rape. I say to you, it's not. I'm not saying I drowned that woman. This is hypothetical. But would you rather be raped or drowned? Can I ask that to the victim? The victim burst into tears. I'm sorry.
Oh,
With rape, it lingers. Do you understand? This woman clearly raped by 2 African Americans who we haven't caught yet. But my nephew, William Kennedy, said it was 2 African Americans, right? Right. There are a lot of them who go to O-Bar in Palm Beach. They could have been workers. Look at your statistics. Many rapists are workers. Worker bees. Now, listen, I wasn't born a worker bee. I was born a legislator. A man who makes legislation. Or law. I remember when I finally codified into law, right after I allegedly drowned that woman, we put down rape is worse than drowning. It's, yeah. And most rapes are African-American workers. William was coming out because he had church the next day. He went home early. I was dancing with a woman. I was dancing with a woman who I think looked like Camila Parker Bowles. That's my style. I do. Like, she was shriveled up. I like them shriveled up. And if they're not shriveled up, I'll drown them. So they get shriveled up. Anyway, so just don't let the two girls there know exactly what I said about Senator. Well, I do remember. I wrote a lot of it down. What? I keep a journal. You keep a journal? What kind of a Secret Service faggot are you? Oh, you little doiry? Biff's in a doiry. The Secret Service fucking papers. What do you say in that diary? Well, I do have some Obama comments. Ban it! Can you ban it? Listen, Biff, I want to drive you over a bridge at Edgertown. You say I burnt a lot of bridges? Let's burn that one. The bridge I didn't drive over. Clearly, two African Americans were in Martha's Vineyard. There were a lot of them in 1969, all over Martha's Vineyard. Yeah, we were starting a basketball team in Martha's Vineyard. And I think the same two African Americans that raped the woman that William, my nephew William, saw, drowned that woman at Kennebunkport? No, Edgertown. You're saying, why was I wet? Some people saw me soaking wet at 4 a.m. Bullshit. Produce those people. A lot of them got Corvettes right after the trial. Can you put the first orders on? So, listen, your Uncle Biff has grandiose delusions of some things I might have said in the back of the beast. Can we just get one thing straight? I never called your father a moon cricket. Can you say that? If Biff says, I called your father a moon cricket, let's just say, Biff has some psychological problem. Do you understand? Actually, he's very nice to us. He's never lied to us. He's a liar. And by the way, I never called your father a liar either. I never called him a liar or a moon cricket. You understand? And where I come from, jigaboo is a nice term. It means presidential. Jigaboo is a Latin thing for presidential. So if Biff says, I happen to call your father, that means presidential. So you called him a filthy presidential? Yes. What? So here's a fucking dog. Whatever you do, if you're going to do the dog shit in the paper bag thing on Trump, first of all, I'm crying. I can't believe a colored family's in that White House before me. I can't believe it. I cannot believe this. How did this fucking happen? Do you know the white pussy I got from Martin Luther King? Do you know it? We couldn't do anything with that Malcolm X fucker. He was straight-laced. Who knew? A heroin junkie addict with red goddamn hair became more moral and ethical than MLK. First of all, the first one we got him was Judith Exer. She'd fuck anything. I swear to God, Judith Exer would fuck anything. Sarah Sinatra. Every one of us. She even fucked my retarded sister. She wanted to have on tape. Her goal in life was to fuck every Kennedy sibling, even the Brads. She fucked Eunice, and she made our retarded sister. She went up to Creedmoor, wherever the fuck she was stationed, and she's. I don't know where she was. I hadn't seen her in 42 years.
Wisconsin,
yeah. I stayed away from Wisconsin. Your poor daughter, sister was in an institution. Shut up! Yes. Judith Exner made her put a strap on her.
Oh, God.
She put a strap on the goddamn retard and had sexual intercourse with him. That's when I thought of the Special Olympics. Judith Exner getting fucked with a strap on by our retarded sister is why I thought of the Special Olympics. You mean we're handicapped people? Shut up! Just don't listen to Biff and take this dog. This dog is not a bribe. Let's just say it's the most expensive dog on the planet. It shits goddamn daisies. If you're going to do the Trump paper bag shit thing, use this dog. Now, what are you calling the dog? I don't know. Well, give it a nice name. Something not African. Can you guys pick a fucking name that ain't African? For Christ? Now, what are you going to do? I understand. Tell your mother, if she wants, after they leave office and goes into the private sector. Making speeches is so boring. I know a couple of guys who promote arm wrestling competitions.
Oh, God.
There's two male truck drivers in Milwaukee that currently have the state championship wrapped up. Yeah. One is called Tank. The other, coincidentally, is called Tank. And your mother can be both of them. I guarantee. I got a hand job from the woman. At the inaugural ball, your father was hitting on Naomi Arakawa. And I didn't have the heart to tell him she used to be a waitress at the Comedy Cellar. Named Darren. No, your father was running through pussy like crazy at that time. That's not true at all. I'm not spreading rumors. But let's just say tit for tat here. You keep it low about what Biff says, and I won't tell everybody that your father fucked Jasmine Guy for 3 weeks. If my father fucked some guy, no, Jasmine Guy. Thank you, Dan. That was a tangent that I liked. Dan pointed out Ted Kennedy. Me and Howard, sometimes during the news, he would come up, and we would look at each other, and one of us would say "era," and then we did that for. There were times I don't think we left till 2 in the afternoon. I'm not saying it's a good accent. I'm just saying it's the most fun I've ever had in my life. What I'm doing right now, I could do for another 2 days. I would stop Dan from having plans.
Well, I saw him naked.
Another great thing to isolate. We're going to isolate 2 things. Well, guys you saw guys get, what did you say before? And you saw who naked? What? Oh, yeah, okay. Again, Dan has this thing, too, where he desperately wants to tell stories. So he'll do this passive-aggressive thing where he just yells out.
Yeah.
You told that story already. Like, he desperately, he so wants to be me. I've got stories, too. I know that he probably started hating me around 02, 03 when I was getting famous telling stories, and he was, I've got fucking stories. I guess you saw Ted Kennedy naked. I did. He'll just throw out an insane thing. He's forgetting that he's with me. I've heard them. Just mark very clearly in the archives where they can hear them. I don't want to sit through it again. Because the way Dan tells a story, forget it. Anyway, so here's how Dan tells a story. He'll say, I saw Ted Kennedy naked. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, okay. I was living in Chicago. Chicago, of course, is the city with the Great Fire in Chicago, 1871. Well, here's a funny story about the Chicago fire. My great-grandfather... Oh, no. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, so I was in Chicago, and, you know those houses, the row houses? Yeah, well, here's how that started. Funny thing about Governor... okay, fine, thanks. Mail me an email. Get Podesta to mail me an email. It is... Well, what a sad figure, Ted Kennedy. What a sad figure. Drown a woman. I mean, here's what I think. By the way, I conducted a full investigation on your town. I've done it with the OJ trial. I did it with. I did it in Dallas. I went to Dallas and I conducted one with the Kennedy thing.
The grassy knoll. Daly's Plaza.
Did you ever go there? You stand on the X.
Yes.
That is eerie. If you go to Dallas, me and Dana went. In between screaming at each other, we. Look at you, fat fucking. You can't even fit on the fucking X, you fat fuck. She was screaming that over a retard giving out brochures about the conspiracy theory. She was screaming. I was screaming back at her. What the fuck? Come on. It sounded like Jake LaMotta's wife in Raging Bull when him and Joe Pesci are walking down the street. Go, you fat... You go suck each other's fucking cock, you fucking faggots. The whole fucking block can hear you. I don't give a fuck who hears me. Fuck you, too.
Oh, God.
Joe Pesci says, why don't you hit him with a fucking bat? Yeah, we're screaming at each other like that, and the guy selling brochures had a parrot on his head. And I said, you two from the New York area? Fuck you. Got a fucking parrot on your fucking head. Hope he shits on your fucking head. And the parrot wasn't used to that. The parrot had a New York accent for 3 weeks. Fuck you, go fuck yourself, you fat fuck. You fat on funny fuck, you fat on funny fuck. I'll leave right now, give me my plane ticket, Here, I'm carrying your Percocet, I'm carrying Percocet. Here's your fucking Percocet, take your Percocet back, you fat chunky. That's what the parrot said. The parrot was polite until he met me and Dane. Go fuck yourself, you fat fuck. I hope you die. I didn't say we had to get Branzino. I didn't remember. I told you I was choking. Redneck. Who fucking gets Branzino at Dallas fucking restaurants? Well, rednecks. Can we leave? Just, can I leave? Can I leave by myself? I never fucked a black guy. You said I fucked a black guy. I never fucked a black guy. Like I never fucked a black guy. I would do that with my uncles. The parrot was rude. You fuckers, my parrot was polite. I used to use him to get people to buy the brochures, and now he's all New Yorked up. You filthy Guinness, you greasers, you grease balls from New York made my parrot yell out like he's a soprano. My parrot singing soprano. Faces of shit. Why are you taking off your heel, man? Pull him. Dana from a Patterson Italian ghetto. Yeah, Erie. You can stand on the X where Kennedy got shot, and the book the story basically where it is 2 feet from there. Yeah, easily a trained Marine could so whatever. Getting off on a lot of tangents here. Again, the thought of the two Obama daughters lighting a dog shit bag on fire, having teenage fun, and Donald Trump coming down the Trump Tower and stamping it out is so fucking great. Michelle's calls is watching from across the street as an operative with a burqa. She's wearing a burqa. And yeah, Barack, yeah, it's Michelle. Listen, yeah. Operation Dog Show. The cat's on the bag and the bag's in the fucking river. Good news. What are you doing? I'm showing Donald where the button is. Every time Donald pushes the button, like a bag of ice water falls on his head. Donald, Donald, come here. Here's the nuclear button. Yeah. So if Putin says you're wearing goofy shorts or something and you get mad, or if someone makes a comment about your hair in Korea, it's like a Three Stooges movie. Where you go, Donald? That's it. I'm hitting the button. You hit button again? Last 3 times, a bucket of water fall on head. Melania, that's it. I had them change. I called Barack and he told me he gave me the wrong button. That was for a costume party they had here. I've got the right button this time. Barack told me where the right button is. And I'm not going to take that North Korean little fucking fruit. Goddamn slope. Giving me shit. No, don't do, Donald. Don't do. I have big speech in morning. He presses the button and bucket of water falls. Damn it! It happened again? That filthy fucking spook?
Or the pool opens in the White House basement and Donald gets drowned.
No, he just falls through. He falls through a trap door. Whoa! Or a guy who looks like Mo Howard comes out and puts a pie in his face. He hits the nuclear button. Hey, Donald, take that, you numbskull. You imbecile. Cut to Barack and Michelle making a speech in Dubai. In a bed of money. Hey, I'm here across the street. Listen, Barack, we have officially gone low. We can't get any lower. And Trump is just yelling out racist shit. Like, he gets a pie in the face. That goddamn jig! Donald, don't say race stuff. Don't say race stuff. Shut up, you bitch. Don't say bitch. They throw us out. I used to place now. I just redecorate living room. Someone better redecorate this fucking button. Get that goddamn fucking burrhead on the phone. Hey, Michelle, me again. Yeah, he fell off a button thing again. Can your husband please tell where real button is? We can't because you would have. You see what the world would have been destroyed 3 times now. He hit the button 3 times. Well, that's not bad. He's been president 2 weeks. It's February of 2017. He's tried to destroy the world 3 times. You know what? Hey, Donald. Hey, Michelle wants to know. They've had your taxes for 2 years. What? They say they sent over your taxes to Barack 2 years ago. He just the daughters were good with computer. They rerouted the computer. Yeah. They tapped into your accountant's computer. Yeah, Sasha's on the phone. She's so cute. Tell Donald, she has message. Donald, Sasha, the daughter, says, your password for your accountant is boob. Yeah, Donald, I've had your taxes for years now. It says you make $60,000 a year. You don't qualify for anything. You want Obamacare? Donald, it's me, Melania. I at hospital. I scraped knee. I can't tell you how. Well, remember, I went apple picking with Derek Jeter. I scraped knee. Don't worry about how. I have a nice gift basket from Derek. Yeah, when I left, he gave me gift basket.
Not fruit basket, gift
no,
basket.
No, not fruit, but a gift basket of deplorable. He thought that'd be funny, a gift basket of deplorable. Anyway, I didn't know I had Obamacare. I at the hospital. I have the beast. The beast drive me to hospital. And what is deductible? I don't know. I'm broke. My deductible $18,000. Can you fax over $18,000? The deductible's $18,000. What? We don't even have insurance. Another practical joke by the Schvug. That goddamn Schvuggy. So fucking funny. So anyway, my point was this. The celebrities, you know, again, Christie's out. Christie took his last shit on that fucking plane. That's what happened, man. I was saying to Danny, the Jacob Javits Center, Hillary Clinton got a place with a glass ceiling, the Jacob Javits Center, and Trump fucking flew his big helicopter over there and took a big Pittsburgh platter, shit on the glass ceiling, like Danny Thomas above below. And, yeah, Bill Clinton put his face right up against it and it was like jerking off. But he saved up a bunch of Chris Christie shirts on the plane. And he used to fucking pack that fucking pie hole with nothing but food. At those goddamn rallies, you saw Chris Christie in the background eating.
Yeah.
Eating. There'd be a woman with a Make America Great hat on. You see him behind, like, shoving in sushi and putting mayonnaise on sushi. Putting Russian dressing on sushi. So the shit's you, and I guarantee, I bet Ivanka saw him taking a fucking hand on knee, shirtless shit. Hey, Ivanka. Wearing a birthday hat. Wearing a little pointy birthday hat. And it traumatized her, and I bet that's why. So now Trump needed him for the election, and then as soon as this, he's calling him a boob. Bridgegate. You're gone. You're gone. Christie is sitting there. They're laughing together. Trump is, he can be a phony. He can be a phony. Let's face it, he can be a phony.
Man, Christie took a lot of heat the last couple of months.
Well, he's going to too.
I would be pissed.
Listen, I'm an Italian. I'm from Jersey. I'm a fat guy. I played softball with Chris Christie. A great shot last time I did the Tonight Show that Danny took of me, and I really look thin next to the guy. I really do. That whole joke. I don't know where they found those pants that stretch like that around that ass of his. Imagine the shit that comes tumbling out of that ass. It must do somersaults out. And you know, I want to believe him. I want to support him. The chances he didn't know about that fucking bridge thing. I mean, come on. Come on, guys. You can't have it both ways. Either Chris Christie is so authoritative and people fear him so much, which he wants, by the way. He'd rather be feared than liked. He said that. Most leaders would. Either he's so like that he knows everything that goes on in his administration, or he didn't know about this. You can't have it both ways. I'm saying, you're right, Chris. You are feared, and you knew everything. Someone's going to fucking close the GW bridge down for 3 fucking hours? It happened, a couple of days?
3 days.
3 days.
Yeah.
3 days. Without telling him? Get the fuck out of here. Give me a break. Give me a break. And listen, I've spent a lot of time in traffic. My old man used to always say that, he goes, if I ever get to heaven, and I go, well, Dad, that's a long shot. I think he found it. My father found that out 26 years ago, and quite frankly, I think he's looking up at us. But he always said, how much time, I want to go in my life, how much time did I spend in traffic? They say he spent a certain amount of time sleeping. Traffic, if you grew up in a major metropolitan area, like New York, forget it. And it's worse and worse than so much. The construction, and now I am never going, is anyone going to go to the corner of 5th and 57th ever again? The corner of 5th and 57th is where the president lives. We had fucking too much traffic when Harry Winston opened. Forget it. And they are building up New York. The skyline has changed in the last 10 years. I look at the sky. It's so funny. I'm at the front door of America. I really am. I'm going to put some dog shit downstairs. Mr. and Mrs. America to come down. Yeah, me and Danny. Danny took the back door in here, but, I bought the place. But, Danny, urges keep, without question. The skyline has changed.
Unbelievable.
And it is going to continue to change. If you drive in New York, doing, I've done a couple of things to do in New York City. Anything downtown is still not that bad. And that Trump Soho downtown, I stayed there for a couple times. I won't get into the reasons. Let's just say they're all Portuguese reasons. But, I can say this. Why can't I say this? The biggest loser thing happened to me.
Oh, this is so funny.
I'm dating this Portuguese. I'm dating a Portuguese chick. She's a stripper. Okay, she might be a hooker. I don't know. She never takes money directly from me, but I'm afraid to take her here because Danny's always here watching the Cub game.
I have offered to leave.
Stop. Place called me fucking $1.3 million condo I bought. I can't. Danny's here. So no, but I don't want her seeing where I live. And there's no chance she listens to this. And she barely speaks English. But I met her outside the Anthony Cumia show. She has got that blonde, she's soft Portuguese skin, 24 years old. I hope she's 24. But she always asks me to keep... This is so pathetic. When I get a hotel room, and I like nice hotels, I'm not going to, I'm not getting the fucking La Quinta in just for her. Well, I think I can fuck her on a piece of plywood on 38th Street. She thinks I'm a billionaire. She's seen me on TV. She thinks I'm a billionaire. And I showed her the picture of me and Trump golfing, and she hops to it. And so I take her to a hotel. So I took her to that Trump Soho downtown a couple times. Hoping a protester would hit her in the face with an egg. And, she comes. So it takes, I fuck her, it takes 38 seconds.
Oh, God.
She's got beautiful tits. Real tits, too. She wears a retainer, but whatever. I have lawyers who wear retainers, too. They're way more expensive. And we get there, and sometimes she doesn't even know what a mini bar means. I point the shit. I said mini bar. She goes, mini me? Like Austin Powers. And I get her. Sometimes she doesn't even get undressed. I don't think she's ever taken her shoes off. I've never taken my shoes off. I fuck her 38 seconds, and we're laying there, and I'm like, now what? What am I going to do? Talk about the 77 Yankees with this bro? And I'm like, I'm going to get out of here. I go, so I made a deal. The people, I go to the same place all the time because there's one chick that works down there. I go, listen, do not let her charge. She knows she can't make phone calls. No fucking room service. Well, I capped the room service, so she could spend the C-note. And they know that. They know me there. And
it's a Coke there.
Yeah, exactly. You can have one Toblerone, sweetie. What are you talking about it? Fuck you. Is that Portuguese? I don't know. So, I do that, but she always says to me, can I have the room for another night? So that's like, again, so I guess she's a whore. I mean, I don't think she'd not fuck me for, I don't know. She probably wouldn't fuck me if I didn't get the room. That technically makes her a hooker. Very clean, though. Very clean. She has rubbers. That's a bad sign, too. And she can put them on with her mouth. Terrible sign. She puts rubber on her mouth, man. Oh, my God. It's amazing. It's amazing. She does the thing where she puts ice. She puts a piece of ice in her mouth and blows you. Oh, my God. My cock feels like it's a nice freezer. Like, it feels like I'm a nice cascade of, like, cool water. It feels like and her warm saliva. So it's a combination of her warm saliva, which is like a nice sauna for my cock, and then this cold. You know what it's like? It's like being in the Caribbean, and you're in a sauna or something, or no, in a hot tub, right by the ocean, and the water's nice and warm, and then a little cool water, like some ice water comes on you. That's what my cock feels like, and my cock's hard, and I hit her. Sometimes I hit her retainer. She has a retainer.
She doesn't take it out?
No, that was a joke. But no, she puts the ice cube in there. Because you imagine, like, I have a retainer and my cock is all cut. Same thing with my nose or my cock. Chick fucking cuts my nose, now she cuts my cock. No, so that's how she blows me sometimes. Sometimes it's just a blowjob. The first time was just a blowjob, but now I fucked her. Totally waxed. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think I'm going to marry her. Anyway, so she asked for the room for another night. So, I mean, I guess that's payment, right? It's not directly cash. Sometimes I use cash that Dan lends me. And I told you, Dan, she has a friend. Her friend seems to be a direct whore. Like, I told her about you. She goes, why not we go to an apartment? I told her about you. And I go, well, your whore fucked me. And then Danny's married, of course. Yeah. But for $500, if you ever have problems with the marriage, I know it seems like a very happy marriage, but if you ever have problems with it, I don't think that can never happen. But if anything about the marriage ever becomes a little out of the ordinary,
she has to like dogs,
right? This Portuguese chick, you get it, dude. If you get her a fucking room at the Marriott, she'll like anything. Get this boy a room at the fucking Residence Inn by Marriott, and you can fucking bring a fucking warthog. A dog. She fucks me. You think she's grossed out by a dog? The woman fucks me. There's nothing she wouldn't do. You funny. That's what she says. You funny. She fucking puts her illegal alien hands through my chest hair. What? What? Excuse me? No, but she's a dancer. She's in the she's in the big Christmas show right now. Yeah, they're doing that at the Scores. They're doing the Christmas show. It's not a Radio City anymore. Yeah, the Rockettes are at the Scorettes. They're doing the Christmas show at Scorettes. On Scores. I'm the fucking I'm the guy who what do you call the guy who does the dancing choreographer? Yeah, Tony. I'm your choreographer, Tony. Hey, I choreographed the dance. Like some dumb tourist family. We were told the Christmas shows. Yeah. What is this, Radio City? Yeah. It's part of it. I'm the choreographer. It's $150,000 for the film. I'll put it on the Amex. What? No, we don't want it. Well, it's already on the Amex. I charge it. Bye.
You get a buffet.
Yeah, sue us. There's some white lettuce over there and some vinegar. My brother's the cook. Anthony. I'm the choreographer. My brother's the cook. Anthony. We went back to Anthony was having sex with the butterball turkey. Yeah, sometimes he does it. So it's a joke, stuffing a turkey. You don't like that joke? I don't think my 8-year-old daughter likes it. Well, fuck her and fuck you, you uptight cunt. Man, this is a terrible Christmas show. No, so I'm fucking this chick. So I take her. So here's what happened the other night. I go to the Comedy Cellar to do a set, and this is so pathetic. This is really like jokes aside, this is a pathetic life. I'm 49 years old. I'm technically, what am I? Am I a B-list? Am I a C-list? What am I? I'm a millionaire comedian.
You're B about to come A because of trashing.
Yeah, I'm right, exactly. She's a big Pete Holmes fan, this girl. She danced at Scores in L.A. She saw him at Largo. I big fan of the Mike Mulaney, Nick Kroft characters, the old people character. So yeah, big alternative comedy fan. And she thinks I'm a bit of a hack, but that's fine. You hack. Your joke no smart. You don't do political. You like Trump. I cry when Kate McKinnon play piano. Oh, God. Tell Chelsea Handler not to go to Spain. She has voice. We need her voice. We need her haggy, crumpled up, cum-ridden throat voice. Do you know how much network cum is in Chelsea Handler? Do you know what do they call that? The Malagalites on a cave. What do they call Malagalites?
Stalactites?
Yeah, stalactites in a cave. Her Chelsea Handler's throat is like a cave. And there's so much network president cum. There's been so much network president jizz has passed through that haggy, annoying, unfunny, untalented mouth. That it's now there's stalactites on the side, and that's network president jizz. And now there's bats. Her mouth is like a cave with stalactites of network president cum, and stalactites of, and actual bats are now flying out. When she opens her mouth, bats fly out. She is a fucking disgusting, awful person. She's got some show on Netflix, which means fucking, the president of Netflix probably recently got a fucking infection. Remember the headline about how long has the show been on Netflix?
About 8 months, I think.
8 months. Yeah. Well, it was a headline from 10 months ago. Netflix herpes.
No.
That's unrelated. That's probably unrelated. That's a coincidence. This fucking annoying twat was crying. Chelsea Handler breaks down in tears over Trump victory. Oh, it reminded me to finish the stripper store. Okay, here's what happened. I got to get the Chelsea one. I'm going off on tangents. This was supposed to be a 10-minute introduction. All right. Okay. So she usually meets me around 5 a.m. So I get the hotel room. And $600 before tax. And, I usually have a couple of Trump chocolates. Each Trump chocolate is the size of like half a finger is like $42.
I know.
And I break down. I love room service. I usually get a $42 cheeseburger and some wings, salad, bread, large pot of coffee, bucket of ice. Jesus Christ. So I have a cheeseburger. I lay down on the bed. It's so comfortable. And she's going to be there at 5. I was at the Comedy Cellar hanging out, and I did a set at another club, and I came down, and it was a good night. I just was, Chris Rock and Chappelle were there the night before he hosted the SNL. And, the Cellar, a great time. And I leave, and I'm like, okay, she's supposed to come at 5 o'clock. So 3 a.m., I fall asleep. I wake up, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. And a bunch of texts from her. Where are you? She was in the lobby. Now, here's the thing. She called up to my room. They know how I like the phone. It's one of those hotels that's so great. Like, I don't like the ringer on. And because it startles me. So she rang. I couldn't hear that. She texted. I slept through that. They wouldn't let her up. Security's really good there. I had the privacy thing on. She finally left at about 6 in the morning. So, okay. I paid, after tax, room service and everything, I paid it was $892 to take a nap at the Trump Soho for 6 hours. I'm ashamed. If I see my father ever again, I'm ashamed to tell him it. She called me and said, "Can I get another night in the room?" No, she never did that. I called her later. I'm thinking about getting. I got a nice Christmas gift. We have to go shopping.
A Portuguese water dog.
Yeah, we're gonna Portuguese water. You fucking fruit. What a fruit. And what I'm saying is, he's the president. Let's try not to aggravate him. Don't poke the guy. Except for the Obama daughter should keep doing the bit.